Okay guys, Vince Monte back with another video coaching lesson for YourSixPackQuest.com. Today we're going to talk about some tips. I'm going to give you some basic advice on how to create your own abs diet. All right, we're going to talk about a couple things here. The first thing is to focus on a caloric deficit. You guys all know energy in versus energy out. You guys can run 2 marathons a day. If you're still taking in more calories than you're consuming, then you're not going to lose fat. So you need to be in a caloric deficit. A lot of people say, I don't eat a lot. And if they're not losing fat, then they probably are eating a lot. So you need to have a plan that lays out exactly how many calories you're eating each day so you know what's going in. If you're not, you're just guessing and you're really just wasting your time, which I'm assuming you don't have time to waste. After you get your calories right, we've got to look at your meal frequency. For most people, the ideal time is every 3 to 4 hours, and that's going to work out to 5 to 6 meals a day. The next thing I want to talk about is when you start your first meal. Most people start their first meal way too late in the day. If you're starting your first meal around 9, 10, 11 in the morning, you could have started it at 6 or 7 in the morning, which is 3 to 4 extra hours in the day that you could have been burning your metabolism. Let's say you woke up at 6 instead of 9. 3 times 7, that's 21 extra hours in the week that you could be burning calories that you're not. So it's important to start your first meal as early as possible. Another thing is to focus on protein first. If you've got a plate of food and you see proteins, carbs, and fats on your plate, you should eat the protein first. That's one of the staples of your six-pack program. And you should be aiming for around 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. If you're extremely big, 200-300 pounds, you want to aim for around 1 gram of protein per pound of lean mass. I talk about all these little details in my book. When you download my program, I actually include over 10 84-day meal plans. They range from 1,200 calories all the way up to 3,000 calories. So if you're a big guy starting around 3,000 calories, all you need to do is drop them down to 2,800, 2,600, 2,400. Until you get down around 2,000, I can tell you right now, if you take your calories from top to bottom, you will be ripped. You will have a six-pack in 6 months. After that, you got to look at the carbs you're consuming. For most people, cutting out the sugars is going to be your secret weapon. You might even have to go to the extreme when you're dialing down to that last 5, 10 pounds of dropping your fruits and dropping your dairy products and emphasize getting all your carbs from just vegetables and some starch, like some whole wheat grains, brown rice, oatmeal. And speaking of those foods, those are the only carbs that you probably want to consume if you're looking to get the fastest results. Brown rice, oatmeal, whole grain bread. And you want to avoid anything white. You got to get the flour, you want to get the sugars out of your diet. They don't mix with a six-pack program or an abs diet. Lastly, we want to look at your fats. Primarily, all your fats should come from olive oils, fish oils, salmon, and natural peanut butter. Good fat, stuff that's going to boost your testosterone, create the right hormonal environment in your body. That's some of the basic advice. Again, you probably have heard a lot of that information before. It's one thing to know that, it's another thing to apply it. That's why I give you these plans for you to literally follow. It tells you exactly what to eat, at what times, at what amounts, how to cook it, how to prepare it, what to shop for when you go to the grocery store. So there's zero guesswork whatsoever. Wouldn't your life be so much easier if you knew exactly what to do at what times? And let's say you even missed meal 2. What you do is you just go back to meal 3. Let's say you screw up an entire day. Flip the page, start off fresh the next day. 84 days of meal plans. If you can't get a six-pack following these meal plans, you probably never will. So check out the site. I teach you my abs diet program there, and I give you a complete set of meal plans to follow no matter where you're starting, no matter your fitness level. They're pretty cool, and they're going to make your life a lot easier. We'll talk to you guys soon.